Joining us now is Dr. Howard Weiner. He's a neurologist at Mass General Brigham, and he helped develop this nasal spray. Doctor, thanks so much. I don't need to tell you how desperate people are for a cure or a treatment of Alzheimer's. This nasal spray, though, is different from the other drugs that are out there that target the amyloid proteins that accumulate in the brain. This spray targets inflammation. So what role does inflammation play in Alzheimer's?
Well, we think that inflammation plays a very important role because the amyloid and tau and other proteins cause inflammation in the brain, sort of like getting pneumonia. And this inflammation causes toxic substances and damage to the brain. And there really isn't anything that's targeting inflammation. We've had very good results in our animals, and we've also been using this in other neurologic diseases like MS, where we've seen positive effects. And so we elected to do it in Alzheimer's. Our first patient showed a dramatic effect on decreased in inflammation in the brain. And we just met today at the hospital, Brigham and Women's Hospital, and we're ready to do a bigger trial with more people.
So he showed a dramatic reduction in inflammation in the brain. I know he didn't get his memories restored, but did he also show a dramatic improvement in the degradation of his symptoms and condition?
Well, it's hard to say on one person who's affected, but his wife says that he is more socially engaged. When he went to the Super Bowl with his friends, he seemed to understand more. He looks after himself more. So the family thinks things have stopped or slowed down and that he's doing a little better. But it's only one person, but that's what they say.
So you're going to start another trial now with more people?
Yes, we actually met today at the hospital, and we're about ready to start another trial, both at the Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston and in a place in New Haven. We'll treat up to 32 patients, 32 more patients.
And can anybody sign up to be part of this trial?
Anybody can. There's a way you can register or whatever, and then you get screened. Obviously, we have a lot of people, but anyone is eligible. It's more mild disease, not more severe disease, but that's at the Brigham and Women's Hospital.
So all the treatments out there so far on the market only work on people with early onset Alzheimer's and also purport to slow the progression of the disease. Most of those treatments, to be honest, are not very effective. Do you think your spray will be more effective?
Well, we hope so. But not only that, it could be given with other treatments. And remember, like when you treat blood pressure or you do cancer chemotherapy, you combine things because the disease has more than one component. And we think the inflammation is a very strong component. And the drug we're using is called Firalimab. It's a monoclonal antibody actually developed by a company called Tiziana, and it has no side effects. That's one of the great things about it. And it could work with other drugs. That's why we're so excited.
Yeah, the other Alzheimer's drugs do have some pretty, nasty side effects. So the fact that the nasal spray has none would be great. At what point might this become, if all continues to go well, available on a mass sort of market? Like when will it get actual approval from the FDA and be out there and available?
Well, it has to go through different stages. We're now going to phase 2. I would say 3 to 4 years from now. We have to do very big trials, but we've been working on this for over a decade. So having it in people, we're actually very close to having it be available for Alzheimer's patients. Of course, it has to show positive effects in the big trial, but until we do it, we don't know, but we're optimistic.
Dr. Weiner, I don't need to tell you how many people are wishing you success. A lot of people have this disease. A lot of people need help. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I just will say one thing. I lost my mother to Alzheimer's, so I know about the disease, and we're very hopeful.
And as are we. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.